Well, I've been meaning to tell you about a friend of mine. A girl. Her name is Vicki Weber.
Vicki Weber?
Yeah, we've been seeing each other. What I really wanted to ask you was, would you mind if Vicki and I took Timmy with us next weekend? We're going to go skiing.
Take Timmy?
Jeff, I'm sorry. I just couldn't
It's all right, Vicki. Oh, come in. Nancy. Maitland. Vicki Weber.
I've heard a lot about you.
I was just beginning to hear about you.
Then I timed it right. I wasn't sure he told you yet.
Told me what?
Well, it...
Nancy, Vicki and I are going to be married.
Married?
I guess I should have waited another 5 minutes.
The following program is sponsored in part...
What a surprise.
Thank you. We're, a little surprised, too. Really, I thought Jeff would have told you by now.
It's all right, Vicki. We were just getting to it.
Yeah. Well, I guess you'll want to talk now. I'll be outside.
I didn't want you to find out that way.
I had to find out some way. Why not the worst way possible? Keeps our record intact. You know, I don't understand at all why you brought her here.
I wanted you to meet her. Get to know her a little bit.
Why?
Because she's going to be Timmy's stepmother. They know each other and like each other.
They like each other. He go out on a lot of dates with you?
Only a couple of times, only with Vicki. I wanted to see how they were together.
I don't like Timmy being used that way.
What do you mean, used? I am going to marry Vicki. And he'll be spending time with us. A lot more as he gets older, I hope.
Let's hold that discussion till after your wedding.
No. Let's discuss it now. What about his going with us this weekend?
Out of the question.
Oh, come on, Nancy. Longer visits and weekends are part of our agreement.
Agreements can be changed.
Okay. Forget the weekend. We'll stay in town. You need time to get used to the idea of Timmy's having a stepmother. I won't push.
How considerate of you.
But at some point, you'll have to accept it. Good night, Nancy. I'm sorry. I'll pick up Timmy on Sunday. With Vicki.
What's going on with TJ and Buddy?
I give up. What?
I asked you. I mean, he called a while ago. She refused to go to the phone.
I think it has something to do with that family talent show at school. She's sure Alice Dennison's trying to get TJ away from her.
Is she?
Well, Alice is the school femme fatale.
Alice Dennison? That's all baby fat.
Tell that to Buddy. She missed out on baby fat even when she was a baby. No dinner?
No, he had other plans with his fiancée.
Fiancé, Jeff?
Yeah, he's getting married.
Oh, Nancy. When?
Oh, he didn't mention that. Probably wouldn't have mentioned anything if she hadn't gotten tired of waiting in the car and walked in on us.
He never changes, does he?
Dad. Are you all right?
I don't really know how I feel. I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to discuss a legal matter with Dad.
You want me to leave the room, or shall I just take a vow of silence?
As long as it's one or the other. I want to change Jeff's visitation rights with Timmy. I've checked this over, and I found a way to revise it.
Well, these terms were settled at the time of the divorce. We all agreed they were fair and in Timmy's best interests.
I don't think their wanting to take Timmy to a ski lodge for the weekend is in his best interests.
Well, if they're going to be married, she and Timmy should spend some time together.
Well, he may say he's going to marry her, but how do we know she's not just another one of his girls?
We don't have any way of knowing that. Nancy, I think you better give this some thought.
Dad, I want some control over what happens to Timmy when he's with Jeff. Now, if you won't help me, I will find a lawyer who will.
See, wait until you're feeling less hurt.
Mother, this has nothing to do with you. This is a legal matter.
It's a matter of my daughter using her son to get back at someone who's hurt her.
I agree with your mother, Nancy. Now, look at it this way. You're in practice, and a client, a woman, comes in to see you and tells you the same story you just told me, huh? Now, how would you react?
The same way. Maybe I would say, I would suggest to her that she be very certain that she was not using the child to get even with her ex-husband.
You're going to make a fine lawyer.
Don't be too sure. I did say maybe.
Hi, Princess.
Cinderella's more like it.
Oh, what's the matter? Anything I can do?
Oh, I guess you need bringing up to date. Your dear friend, an ex-brother-in-law, is getting married.
Want some juice?
How long have you known? And why didn't you tell me?
All right, all right. First, a couple of weeks, and second, Jeff said he wanted to tell you himself. She's nice, Nancy.
Well, you've met her.
I ran into Jeff one day, and the three of us went to lunch. She really is okay, Nancy.
You can stop selling her. I met her, too.
What'd you think?
Actually, I don't know what I thought. We didn't meet under the best of circumstances. I think I'd like to see her again. Apologize. What does Velma do? Does she work or something?
It's Vicky, not Velma. And I know you're going to keep me here all day unless I say something, so... Forgive me, Jeff. She works in a ski and surf shop called the Snow Gull in East Hills.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, lay off, Nancy. She works in a shop called the Snow Gull in East Hills.
Willie, as brothers go, you are a paragon.